Daily gauntlets, new weapons, and stuff we've been waiting on for a while. Let's jump into all of the updates. Okay, let's start with a few of the leaks. According to Fossil Southie, Mega City is still being worked on. Hopefully we get it soon. Love the Mega City point of interest. There's also an advanced storm controller beacon being made for us. Some of the settings on that would be you can pause the last phase, you can loop the last phase, and you can loop back to first phase. I didn't really have to get my hands on that to see how cool it actually is, but love being able to control the storm more. And it looks like maybe they're also working on Brutal Bastion as a prefab for creative. Not sure why we don't have this yet though. We didn't get any of that today. And maybe also the basic spear will be added back to the melee designer at some point. Currently it's still sword and hammer, but hopefully that we'll get more options to this soon. And hopefully this will get added to UEFN, which we do not have it in UEFN, which is a huge disappointment. There's just a few things to look forward to. Okay, now let's get into the actual updates. Now, one I missed last update, I guess. You go into the VFX spawner, and this has to be on upgraded devices. This also works in UEFN. But if you look under here, there's a bunch of new things. So first is this dev rain. I don't think that was existing there before. I don't know what the difference between this and like normal rain is, but that's there. But the really cool thing in here is small tornado. We finally have the tornadoes in creative. I really can't believe it's taken so long to actually get these for us, but we actually have the tornado. Now you can come in here and change the color of it. Now I don't know why, but the colors in creative don't really work right now. Like I click on this and like I don't get any options for it. So but you can see I was able to kind of change it. Well, I mean it definitely changed, but I don't know how it changed. So I don't know why colors aren't working in the VFX spawner. It's really annoying, but there it is. We actually have the tornadoes. Also, I did notice, remember how I said there was that bug with Kevin? Well, check it out. You can manipulate him again. The bug with Kevin has been fixed. So if he was stuck on your island, now you can take him out. Actually, I'm curious, did they fix the hammer bug? So here we go. And nope. That's wow, it's still really bugged. Okay, we also got two new weapons today in creative. Let's start with the MK Alpha. Now, I'm not sure the difference between the MK Alpha and the MK7. You can see the MK Alpha's stats right here. Let's compare it quickly to the MK7. So you can see here the difference really is the MK7 has less damage, but it has a bigger magazine size, a faster fire rate, and a reload time. Okay, let's see the difference. Okay, so this is the MK Alpha firing right there. All right. Then here's the MK7. Oh, wow, that fires way faster. Let's do the reload time on the MK Alpha. There you go. Versus MK7 is, wow, that is significantly faster. So I don't really know which one you think is better. Maybe the MK Alpha is better if you're more accurate with your firing, but the MK7 is probably still the better gun. Now let's look at the really cool new cloaking device. We have a mythic version and a epic version. Oh, okay. First of all, you can only have one equipped at a time. You can see it drops the other one when I try and pick it up. Now let's do this. Here we go. And whoa, what the heck? We're invisible. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Wonder what that looks like though from like if there's another player in here. Let's see. Wait, can I fire my weapon? Oh, wait, no. When I pull out my other weapon, it instantly turns off. Quite a long cooldown period when you do that. Let's see what happens when I pick up another one. Yeah, the cooldown period still is there. Actually, wait, I'm curious. Supposedly the difference between the epic version and the other version is the cooldown period. So that was 30 seconds long with the epic version. And even if I pick up the mythic version, it still has that same cooldown period. But wait. What's the cooldown period with the mythic one? Let's see. And let's take it off. 20 seconds. So it's 10 seconds faster with the mythic version. I'm curious though how long the cloaking actually lasts. Let's try. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And I'm starting it right now. And let's time it. You can run and jump and probably can you build? Oh, you cannot build while you're cloaked. Dang it. There goes my time. Gotta restart it. All right, here we go. Restarting. You can still mantle and let's see, you can slide and do all of that. I guess you do when you're sprinting though. You have the like trail that follows your person. Okay, wait, here we go. It's ending and let's wait. It's not ending. You're just pulsing. Man, this is taking a long time when you're pulsing. Oh man, that is crazy. So the total time on that was a bit over 30 seconds. That's a long time to be invisible. But I brought in Ketchup, please. See what it looks like on someone else. And there's the gauntlets actually on a man. They actually look really awesome on the character. But let's see what he looks like when he actually cloaks. And oh, there he goes. You can kind of still see his outline. It definitely feels very similar to Predator items. But you can see though when he's running, he's got his little contrail on him. So I mean that's kind of hilarious looking. Wonder what happens though when I damage him. Let's see. Okay, so he's still invisible, but you can damage him. And of course the lock-on pistol still locks on them. So if they're invisible in a bush or something, you can lock onto them and take them out that way. Really cool new device though. I like that a lot. Okay, now we got a bunch of quick little cool changes. We did get a new consumable called boar hair. I mean, it's always nice to get new consumables, I guess. The conditional has one little update. So under the settings, you'll see require holding items. So this makes it so when you turn it on and say we put in the MK alpha, you are required to be holding the MK alpha in order to get the conditional button to work. The item granter now has a setting at the very bottom of its settings called grant on game start. So you can instantly grant what people want without having to go through some of your own weird mechanics. The bouncer gallery also has something new. Well, at least it does in the hop flower. Now, I still don't understand what this is. If you go into the settings, you'll see maintain momentum and maintain vehicle momentum. So right now, I have this set to maintain momentum at 200%, and then this one is set to maintain momentum at 0%, and I can't for the life of me figure out what the difference is between this. Supposedly it's supposed to maintain your momentum when you hit it, like going in the same direction, but honestly, these kind of feel the same to me. So I don't know. If you guys can figure out what the difference is in this, let me know in the comments below, but it feels pretty much the same. They made quite a bit of changes to the guard spawner. So now you can turn on and off whether it shows the guard spawn radius. I don't know what the use of that is, but there's that. This is cool. You can turn off use device spawn rotation. So that means the guard won't just spawn looking forward. It will randomly spawn, or you can force them to spawn looking forward in a certain direction. You can also turn off the visual effect when they're spawning. And then you can also turn off use alertness so that you don't see the big exclamation point above their heads. Even cooler is look at all these new things you can trigger with the guards. For example, you can trigger something when they're alerted to a specific player, or when they lose their target, you can re-trigger something. Some really cool options in here that were not there before. Oh yeah, guys, one other update I forgot last week is if you go to the spline support gallery, there's a bunch of new stuff in here. So basically we have all of the working slipstream props. Like this even has some of the animation on it. It's really cool that it has all of the visuals there, and I don't know why Epic never tells us these things in the patch notes. Now, there's also been some updates to UEFN. Supposedly there's a new jungle landscape material, but when I come in here and go into landscape mode and try to find a new jungle material here, it does not exist. Like even if I type in jungle, there is literally no material there at all. Which is kind of funny to me that normally when we get new terrains, Epic doesn't even mention it, and now when they mention it, we don't get it. So hopefully we see that in the next week or so. It just pops up randomly. I don't know. We've also added some things to the audio player here. If you go down into the settings, you'll see sync player audio, which basically means longer sounds or music that's playing and overlapping can synchronize better. And then this next one's really interesting. There's the stereo spread that you can change. So basically how this works is with a stereo, there's usually two speakers like this, and the spread makes it so you kind of are like making the speakers bigger. So if your guy was standing in the middle of this, they could hear the right sound and the left sound surrounding them. They've also added all the APIs for the creative AI devices. And that means now our verse gurus can really tap into guard devices way more than we can. Like you may be even able to have your guard target objects or other AI or specific players. Like what if you could create a bounty for one guard on one player? There's a lot of options that are open now in the verse APIs. So we're still waiting on like a really big update for creative since UEFN came out, but not terrible today, not terrible.